Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Room 203, based on a novel about two girls who move into a new room, a new apartment, and are possessed by spirits. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Smash! Tony D here. And of course, check out all my books. Links in the description. Now, Room 203 is your pretty standard monster movie. The apartment is haunted. It holds a dark secret. It keeps possessing the women. Horrible things happen to them over and over again. One of the girls' name is Izzy. There's a scene where I don't know if she's dreaming or what, but over and over again, bad things happen. Now, this is based on a book, according to... I had to go to the IMDb. The trailer is not great. Not doing it any favors. I like this poster. It's kind of neat. But the trailer not really doing it much favors. The director is Ben Jagger. Writers Ben Jagger, Naomi Camone, who wrote the novel, and John Poliquin. A lot of interesting names there. Not really familiar with their work, but I gotta say the trailer's it's just not coming across what the hell this is. I had to read the synopsis to understand what it is. Now here's more credits. Let's see if there's, same credits. John Poliquin gets top credit on these trailers. Nick Ritchie, Ben Jagger, the director. Starring Francisca Xerxes, Victoria Vinashis, Eric Weiland, and Scott Gramillion. So I don't know any of these guys. Where is this out of, I wonder? Vertical Entertainment. Yeah. Look, it's not a bad premise, and that it's based on a book is probably a good thing, because I always like movies that are based on books. There's a lot more stuff to draw from, but this trailer isn't a great cut. Now, part of the problem may be that a lot of the action just is stuck in the apartment, which is part of the appeal of doing a low budget movie like this. I assume it's a low budget. But the part that's not coming across is, are these just two friends? Are they closer than friends? Is there a history between them? How does that history impact the evil spirits? Who are the evil spirits? Who are the evil spirits? And I like this framing. I think they're going for a sort of a kind of visual metaphor that the girls are going to be trapped in the building. See, they're trapped in that space. And perhaps room 22 is behind them because it's an old building and that's an old picture of the building that they live in. But that's not enough in this trailer to sell me on seeing it. I got to know what the evil spirits are. Are they ghosts? How old are they? What's the context here? And look, there's been plenty of movies named Room This, Room That, and it's a number. And yeah, I've never seen one of those movies really hit though. Have you seen one of these movies really hit? There was one with John Cusack a while back. I think it was based on a Stephen King story. It looked cool, but didn't seem to go anywhere. That seemed a little more ambitious in terms of the horror aspect. Things seem to ratchet up. This just seems a lot of screaming and a lot of walking down dark and bloody hallways. I need more. I just need more. Can't even tell you what this movie's about, really. So probably first act, they move in. They find creepy stuff in the house, but nothing really happens. Then, beginning of the second act, something happens, or something really causes them to have pause about the fact that they've taken up residence in room 203. Maybe they start having terrible dreams. Second act, it ratchets up. By the third act, they're fighting for their lives. Will they survive room 203, or will they become part of it forever? That's always the big question. And the thing with these movies, screenwriters, is you gotta have rules. I know, I always say this. but you got to have rules. So the ghosts have rules, magic has rules, all these things, even if they're supernatural, in your movie, they have to have rules. And can you break them? Yes and no. If you break them, you got to have a reason, you know? So maybe at the end of the movie, like an example of that is Ghostbusters, right? What do they say in the beginning? Don't cross the streams, right? But then at the end of the movie, Egon turns around and says, I think we have to cross the streams. You said that was bad, Egon. But he realizes that's an exception to the rule in this big emergency, and they cross the streams just this one time. And you've seen the movie, I'm sure. So it's got to be like that. So in Ghostbusters, they set up those rules, don't cross the streams, and then at the end they kind of do. So something like that can work too. Like there's these rules in the room, like the ghost only appears at certain times, it can only do certain things. But the girls are trapped, and they've got to untrap themselves, and they figure out, okay, if we do this one thing one time, we'll untrap ourselves, and then we'll be free, although we might die, like that kind of thing. And in a book, that can work really well. In a movie, it's often harder to sell, In The Shining, I think it worked because there were a lot of different ghosts, and that's exciting. This is feeling like a low-budget affair, not even seeing any of the ghosts, really, but something's going on. So, I don't know. Bottom line is, don't think there's enough trailer here to warrant me seeing the movie. I just wouldn't see it. I need to see a longer trailer, another cut of it, or I'd wait till it came out on some streaming platform. I've got 2 free streaming platforms, so one of them comes along, I might go, well, maybe I'll watch it because I'm bored. But other than that, it's hard to give me a lot of reason to. The name isn't doing anything for me. It's not that it's a bad name. It's kind of just there, right? Room 203. And you could do all the bloody lettering you want, but again, you got to convey us, why is this different from every other horror movie? Why is this different from Scream? Why is this different from Saw? Why is this different from Friday the 13th? Why is this different from the John Cusack movie, who had a different number in the movie? That's what we need. And even though it's, maybe the book was really famous, I don't know, but I've never heard of it. I've never heard of a book called Room 203, so that's it. It's a low-budget horror movie. Might be good. I mean, the cast is pretty good looking, so that doesn't hurt. But that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. I will be at the New Jersey Horror Con this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Atlantic City Showboat Casino. Hope to see you there, and we will see you